So I'm somebody that's extremely extroverted. I thrive in busy environments. I love being around people. However, I have noticed from talking to so many people that have considered themselves introverts and they don't like being around people that they actually have like a superpower. And that superpower is because they lack the skill set necessary to have conversations like I can, because they're more reserved, they keep to themselves, they have extremely good active listening skills, meaning that when you're having a conversation with somebody, they're talking and you're just sitting there listening, because you as an introvert, you're just not good at having conversations. So you thrive in the listening department, and you're good at like asking follow-up questions so that other person just gets you to talk. So I'm very extroverted, if you can't tell by the way that I talk to this camera. Sit here, I'm seeing how I can talk very fast, kind of messing up my speech, but I can talk really fast, and I can also slow down if I needed to. But when it comes to like asking questions, if I tell you I'm from Florida, a couple different questions you can ask. How long have you been in Florida? Do you like Florida? What do you not like about Florida? Would you move anywhere else? Are you from Florida originally? Or, I mean, I guess I'm from Florida, so that wouldn't be really a question. But you can ask them, hey man, how long have you been in Florida for? Like, I know you just said you're from Florida, but are you from Florida, or like, have you lived here for a while and you just say that, or were you born somewhere else? So, because I had someone say they were from somewhere, and then I found out later they were born in a different state. So that's why I guess I asked that question. So that's what I mean, is introverts are good at just asking questions to get these people to talk. And I'm somebody that gets along very well with anybody because I could just talk. So for introverted people, that makes them comfortable because that reduces the pressure on them to have to carry the conversation. However, I'm looking at my notes right now, so I keep looking at the computer. I prefer speaking to people that know how to put effort into conversations. But the whole point of this video, so listen, I mean, I can teach you how to be more extroverted. I can teach you how to like talk to how to network, how to cold approach people, how to talk to strangers, how to make more friends, how to have just more relationships with people in general, whether it's romantic or not. I know how to do all this stuff. I know how to ask deeper follow-up questions based on the conversation. But in this video, I want to talk about why introverts can make better friends, just simply due to the fact that they understand something that I help teach people, and that's they're naturally really good at active listening skills. So like having, like, when I say active listening, I mean like I already said that, like you're good at listening, and because you're not good at talking, introverts they just listen. And the benefit of just listening is when you can get the other person to do the talking, and if they're talking about themselves, people are selfish, they're gonna feel like you are actually getting to, like, you care enough to get to know them. And the introvert, what's going through there, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know, for the most part, that just sitting there in silence and getting the other person to talk is going to make them actually like them more. They don't know that because they don't have they don't study this kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is, if you want anybody to like you, the best way to get them to like you is by getting them to talk about themselves. I just said it. Humans are selfish. We only, like, we all have our best interest in mind at the end of the day. Women especially. So if you're a man, if you go on a date with a girl and you only talk about yourself and not the girl, she's gonna feel like you don't fucking care about her. You will not get a second date, I promise you. Unless she's in it for like your money, then you might. Okay? But the same thing applies, is like, I talk to people all the time, and because I'm really good at leading conversations, I typically ask the questions. So again, if you tell me like, for example, like, let me give you an example of this girl that I'm talking to right now. So she just messaged me. She said, right now, I'm not really after doing it for money at the moment. It's my stress relief. Whenever you throw money in there, you always get stressful. I am very crafty. So I asked her, I was like, hey, like, what originally got you into this hobby? I know you mentioned it relieves stress, but have you all like have you what like was there anything else that got you into that? So I'm trying to get her to explain why she started doing this hobby, on if it was just based on stress, or if she, like I mentioned, like you look like you enjoy, like you look like you're very crafty or very creative and you enjoy arts. So I couldn't read the rest of that because that was just like a summary on my phone. But if she explains that she is in arts and crafts, I can go deeper. Like, dude, that's amazing. I love arts myself. You guys can't see behind the camera, but I've got 4 paintings against the wall, and I've got a black cheetah from Versace. I've got a lot of dark artwork on me. I love museums. I love art shows. So I depending on what she says, if she's like, yeah, I really love arts, I love crafting stuff, I love creating stuff, I can ask her a deeper question. Have you always like enjoyed creating stuff, or like did you just one day stumble upon that as like, oh my god, I'm really good at this and I like it? I can just ask her questions like that depending on what she says. So if I ever talk to a girl and she's like, oh, I'm a nurse, for example, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. How long have you been a nurse for? Oh, I've been a nurse for like 6 years. Wow, that's awesome. What do you like about being a nurse? Because, and I'm only asking that because as a woman and a nurse, I would think that, you know, you might enjoy it because you enjoy helping other people. That's like natural feminine behavior. But I want your opinion. That's why I'm asking. She's gonna tell me, that's amazing, man. Is there anything about nursing that like you don't like? Like, I mean, the job can't be perfect. And then she's gonna tell me, and this thing keeps moving, and then she's gonna tell me, and then from there I could also ask her another question. Hey, I mean, like, let's say money wasn't an issue, is there anything that you would want to do instead of nursing, or like, are you like, you're cool with nursing for the rest of your life? And then she's gonna tell me, let's say she's like, no, I would rather, I play music at home, I would love to like create music. Oh my god, that's awesome, man. Hey, let's change topic real fast. What got you into creating music? I don't think I've ever met somebody that says they enjoy doing that. So you see what I'm doing, how I'm sitting here with part of the video, how I'm sitting here asking, like, I'm asking deeper questions based on what she's saying. Introverts are they're just naturally good at that. They just because they don't know what to do, so they just sit there quietly, and then if there's a silence, they might ask the person another question. Even if they don't know how to go deeper like I do, they might ask them another question, and then the person's just gonna start fucking yapping again. So you're doing 2 things, like I mean, like you're doing one main thing really. It's like, and I'm sitting here trying to explain to you in this video by role playing to you that by asking people, by listening to what they're saying and then asking them questions based on what they're saying, they're going to continue talking about themselves. They're going to feel like you actually want to get to know them. This is why, like, quiet people like that can ask people questions, they can make like more and better friends, simply because they're unconsciously like, they don't know they're doing it, but they're showing the person, whether they, like I said, whether they know it or not, that they actually want to get to know them. And to an introverted person, from my experience, they might be uncomfortable having a conversation like that. They might be uncomfortable not knowing what to, like, how to talk, so they're just asking questions to get the other person to talk, and ironically it ends up working out in their favor because humans like talking about themselves. That's the whole point of this video. Whether you're introverted or extroverted or introverted extroverted, and you need like you can go out in public, but then you need like 6 days to yourself, it doesn't matter, man. This is just human behavior 101. Get people to talk about themselves, and when they're talking about themselves, shut the fuck up and listen to what they're saying. Take what they say and then ask them a question based on what they said. Now, I want to go ahead and I want to add this in because I have talked to girls before. Girls, I don't really talk to dudes. I'm very open about it. I just don't really enjoy talking to guys. I don't. I'm a guy. I don't know. But when I talk to girls, there are some women that have taken offense to me asking them deeper questions. I feel like there's one girl I'm thinking of right now that I thought was cool, and I was trying to get to know her. She was like, I feel like you're interrogating me by asking me all of these personal questions. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally like, you're not really giving me anything to work off of. So like, I have to ask you questions so I can keep the conversation going. She was like, well, I'm answering them based on what you're asking me. I said, no, I understand that. You're just not giving me enough, like you're not giving me enough for me to like, you know, keep like responding to that. And then I ended up telling her, I was like, listen, I can already tell that communicating with you is going to be an issue. And I was like, so listen, I wish you the best. And I just stopped talking to her. And I remember that girl, she was like, cheers, mate, something like that. I've never spoken to that girl again. So that tells me that if it's a woman that's getting angry at the fact that a man is trying to get to know her, I guarantee you, because my main channel is about understanding women and having better relationships, I guarantee you this girl has had trauma from men at some point in her life. It is not normal for a woman to bar somebody from getting to know about her personally. Women, that's why I said in this video, if you're on a date with a girl, you want her to talk like the entire time, the whole fucking time if you can, because women love talking about themselves. And I just explained why in this video. Humans in general, they are going to feel like you're trying to get to know them. That's going to make that person feel good. So if you ever talk to a guy or a girl that's like angry that you're asking them questions, stop talking to them. I promise you, I don't care how introverted you are, don't talk. These people are going to make you more introverted. They're going to make you more introverted, because like if you're introverted, you either don't like people or you don't know how to talk to people. And if you talk to somebody that's getting fucking angry at the fact that you're asking them questions, that's going to reinforce your idea that it's better to be alone. And I'm trying to help you break that. So that's why introverts, I'm going to end the video here, guys, but that's why introverts, they have like a superpower, like making friends, because they don't know that by them struggling to talk and getting the other person to talk instead, they're actually showing the other person that, you know, they want to learn about them, for lack of better words. Okay, guys, so if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, for my introverts, I do have an offer that I want to make you. I just came up with a new beta program. So beta, okay, it's 8 weeks of one-on-one personalized coaching from me specifically. There's a link in the description with the video on the next page that tells you everything you're going to need to know. The first 3 people that I decide to take on, because I need to make sure that I can help you, first of all, first 3 people I take on get to work with me for absolutely free. And then at the end of our 8 weeks, if I get you the results that you want to get, because I help people on this channel just develop into better humans, have better social skills, more confidence, have more relationships, you know, romantic or not, you know, what if I help you get your goal, whatever that is, all I'm asking for is just a video testimonial talking about the results that I've helped you get. You're gonna get personal access to me, like you're getting my phone number, dude. Like you're not like, you're working with me intimately. Like you're gonna get the results you want. I'm gonna fucking help you do that. Anyways, man, if you want to do that, click the link in the description, go check that video out. And if you like this video, guys, watch one of these 2 right here. Hey, see you in the next one.